gonna go drinking tonight. Drinking tonight. We're gonna go drinking tonight. Tequila time, feeling fine as long as you buy and line 'em up and double fist. We drinking this, drinking that, drinking till we yak. There's never been a night like this. Oh yeah, Jaeger bomb time, Corona and lime, party all night till closing time. You know that girl's gonna drive me to drinking. Drinking tonight, we're gonna go drinking tonight.
Hey guys, it's Steve with Orlando Collector Deviants. We are here tonight with Brian and Kyle from Shattermare Comics. I see now you see what I was talking about, because I like to try to dig deep into the pictures, and like Kyle didn't friend me, so I couldn't go into his pictures. But like you have no pictures, Brian. You need to get a life.
Well, yeah, for that reason, exactly. Man, Throwback Thursday. That picture was like, I was like 19 in that picture.
But we got to laugh, and me and Trish like to sit back here, and we get to see everybody in the green room down here. And you when the dog came up, you didn't laugh, but when that one, I got you. So
Yeah, that was good. I was not expecting that. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so guys, Brian, I'll tell you kind of like I told Kyle, our viewership might not be the greatest tonight because most of our viewers are at MegaCon tonight. Because this is a night that MegaCon goes till like 9 o'clock at night. So, and it's day one. But people will watch this afterwards, and they'll comment and they'll like and they'll watch it, because we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we're all on Twitch all at the same time live. So
they can catch up after, you know, they're hungover after all the MegaCon after parties.
Exactly. Now, you guys are Shattermare Comics, and you're a new publishing company also here in Florida, right?
Yes.
Yes. You've done your research.
Well, because we did have you on the show before. So, tell us a little bit about your company.
Sure. So we started the company back in 2020, I guess during the height of pandemic. So we're all at home and we needed something to do. And we play a Dungeons and Dragons game, which we can go into when we talk about our main comic in a little bit. But we were wanting to start a comic series. And so we really just needed a comic label or a publishing company in order to make that happen, because we had a great idea of doing everything ourselves, being totally independent. So that's kind of how Shattermare was born. Other than that, there's a little bit of an inside joke, and it has to do with Hardly Heroes. But yeah, this is you saw in the intro video, and then behind me here is the main logo right here.
Gotta love the logo.
Yeah. So it worked out pretty well. And I'm happy to say, after like 4 years of playing the game, so depending on how long readers stick with the book, they'll get to see basically this character come into the story. So
now, see, I do gotta say, I've seen a lot of logos and stuff, and this is one of the coolest logos that I've actually seen.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great. We found early on, we found a designer. I think this was someone we hired off of Fiverr, but they do great design work. They do a lot of like Twitch streamers and like smaller business kind of logos. So it worked out great.
Yeah, I deal with a lot of the local people for our logos. You know him. You actually met him. Graven Ravenwolf does a lot of our logo.
Oh yeah.
He does all of our logo work. I mean, I'm saying a lot. He does all our
All
logo
of it.
work.
Yeah, Graven's going to do a little bit of redesign for us in the future, actually, too. And then his wife is going to do one of our variant covers coming up. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh yeah, I saw he hinted that she was gonna be on one, but he didn't say with who. So I was wondering if it was you guys.
Spoiler alert, I guess. Surprise.
Well, maybe he was just trying to keep until you guys announced it.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's going to be issue 6, so a few months away, a couple months. But yeah, we're really excited to start to have them get the script over to them and have them start working on that as well. So
It's so fun to get the variant covers commissioned and everything.
That's cool, and she's a great artist because I actually let's see, I have her turtle right over here, and then that's Graven's Bebop and Rocksteady up there.
Oh, cool.
And Graven's Wrath. So yeah, I have a lot of their work.
Yeah, we picked up a couple of other things at the Brick City show, which was another great show in Florida that we met. Well, you guys were there, so we had our mini interview, and then we met them, and we met a handful of shop owners and people along the West Coast that we just haven't really gotten into that community yet. We're starting to now, which is great.
Well, I know you guys. I've looked when I was going back and checking things out. You've hit like all the comic book stores from North Florida down to Central Florida and almost all the way west.
A lot of Saturdays. Just cold calling comic book stores. They have no idea who we are.
Yeah.
They'll just see us walk in with our shirts and they're like, oh, cute, your shirt's match.
Yeah, they know something's up. We're either trying to sell them Bibles or comic books. So, yeah. But
yeah, trust us. We know that whole route because when we started doing Orlando Collector Deviants, we were doing that every Saturday for a long time. Besides hitting every convention every weekend, also.
Yeah, we try to find a balance of how can we do a signing and how can we go see and meet some new shop owners, and then what conventions can we do as well. So that way we're still trying to grow the company and get books into more people's hands and still actually meet people in person, talk to a small growing fan base and meet everyone else in the community. So
now you guys at the last minute got into MegaCon, so you guys are going to be setting up there tomorrow, you said?
Correct. Yep. Booth AA312. So I guess we're going to be in the Artist Alley. I have you did an interview with him that we saw with Kyle Willis.
Yeah.
So yep. So Kyle was gracious enough to split his table with us. So we're going to be with him. And we're going to be in MegaCon Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Can you repeat that booth number so Trish can put it into the comments?
Sure. It's 312 or Artist Alley 312. I guess it's AA 312.
Now, are you going to be able to hang 3 days with Kyle? Because he's a wild man. You guys know that.
Yeah. No, he's a great guy. I mean, I figure he'll just let us babysit the table while he goes around and gets signatures from people and goes talk to other vendors and stuff. So it's a good deal.
And you, Brian, you're going to be stuck between Kyle and Kyle.
Right.
It's going to be a Kyle sandwich there.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird.
There's no better place to be.
I couldn't ask to be between two better Kyles if I had to choose.
Selena Kyle.
Okay. I mean, yeah. If she was real, I guess.
Well, even the movie ones. I mean, you can pick a couple of the movie ones, and
yeah, I'll take Anne Hathaway or Well, Michelle
Okay.
Pfeiffer.
Okay, I'm gonna say I know I'm old because Michelle Pfeiffer and like Halle Berry were the first two that came to my mind.
I was just working my way backwards, and I don't know the girl who's. Well, Halle Berry technically wasn't the Selena Kyle Catwoman, right? In the movie.
I thought she was Selena, wasn't she?
I don't know. Don't quote me on that. We need a fact checker.
Well, that's usually what Trish does, but
Trish, check me. And then who's the new? Her Kravitz is her last name.
yeah.
Zoe Kravitz.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. That's the new. I still haven't even watched that. The Batman yet.
I recommend it. I'd say overall it's pretty good. You're gonna have to pause and take a
liked
bathroom break. Yeah.
I definitely liked it. It's not like as actiony as some other Batman movies I've seen, but I kind of like the whole detective angle more than like a lot of action. There's action in there, but
yeah, it's the most detective Batman.
I just gotta get, and this is what I'm having a hard time with. And I know everybody says you gotta watch it, but I can't get past him in Twilight. I mean, that's just.
Well, he's actually in the suit for a lot of the movie, so you actually get Batman doing Batman things.
So you don't have to look at him.
Yeah, but he sparkles. So he can't hide. He can't be the Dark Knight. He's the sparkling knight.
well, no. Here's the thing. They sparkle when they're in the sun, and Batman's never in the sun, so it never becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Well, good point.
There's a lot of eyeshadow in this movie. He looks like me after I take off my Batman mask, sweating all night in Florida heat. So it's the most authentic Batman movie they have so far.
Brian, you think is Batman going to make an appearance at the Shattermare booth this weekend?
Man. I don't know, man. Depends how much room I have left in the car when I pack all this stuff in. We'll see.
There's always room for Batman.
Yeah, I'll have to get a trailer for the motorcycle too. But we'll see. Not making any promises.
Well, you just make Kyle, ride on the roof.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to be riding separate this time?
Okay, I was gonna say at least I was nice enough. I didn't put up the pictures of him sleeping in the car at like 2:00 in the morning.
I don't know if Kyle's actually ever seen that photo. I
didn't know there was a photo. There's a photo.
Now we're even. Yeah, we were driving. Remember when we were driving to Suncoast all night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I snapped a picture of you and put it on Instagram. You just completely passed out. Like.
That's okay.
Hold on, checking Instagram.
I didn't post a picture that we took of him either while he was sleeping at the table. So
yeah, it'll be a collection of Kyle's sleeping. I think Shawnee was the first person to comment on that. So there you go. That's Kyle's girl.
Okay, so let's talk about Hardly Heroes.
Sure. And
why this is so special and what has worked up to, because what issue are you guys on now?
So we're on 3, 4 drops in June. So we're finishing up the colors and the letters for 4.
So let's talk about what makes it so special and why you guys made it.
Sure. Do you want to talk about that, Kyle?
Yeah. So we started playing our D&D campaign about 4, maybe like 5 years ago now. We had a friend who was diagnosed with cancer, and one of the things he wanted to do was DM a campaign. And I don't know if you ever tried to get a D&D campaign together. It's very difficult because people have jobs and whatnot, so it's hard to get everyone to commit to like a solid day to meet every single week. But we made it all happen for him, and we were playing that for about a year before he passed away. And one of the other players, Josh, stepped up and like because the original DM Wilson, he took really good notes and everything, so he passed the notes on down to us, and one of us stepped up and took the notes and kind of like continued the adventure, and we've been playing for 4 or 5 years now. That same campaign that we were doing with Wilson. About 2 years ago, we were kind of shooting the shit after a session one Monday, and the topic came up. I think it was Gabe that brought it up. The idea of doing a comic book, because Gabe's super into comic books. He's not here in this chat right now, but he's like our other partner in the company. And Wilson was really big in the comic books as well, and we were kind of shooting the idea around of starting a comic book based off of our Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and we just said, screw it, let's do it. So after like 2 years developing it, we finally figured out how to get it off the ground. We got the kinks all worked out, and we launched issue 1 in February this year, and we've been doing a monthly release ever since.
Now, did you guys launch it off the Kickstarter?
So we did Indiegogo. We're about to relaunch on Kickstarter. We're going to relaunch, I think, issues 1 and 2. So that way we can offer to a different audience that may have not been introduced to it yet. So we're going to do that, and then we're actually going to do our first 6-issue volume. I think we have it scheduled for around September. I'm lining up all the printing and everything now, so good times.
Now, besides issue 1 on Indiegogo, now are you doing all the issues through like Indiegogo and Kickstarter, or just the very first one, or the 1, 2, and the rest of it you just gotta get it through you guys or the local comic book stores?
Yeah, so for crowdsourcing platforms, we're going to primarily focus on we did the pre-order issue 1. Obviously, we're relaunching a Kickstarter, and part of the reason is because eventually we branch out and we publish other artists and creators. We want to have those options to go in either direction for them. So it just works out that way. It's beneficial to us. But I think what we're going to do is do like a collection. When we do the first volume, we'll do like a collector series, and then we'll release that for crowdfunding people. So besides that, yeah, anyone can find us directly through the website, and then in the handful of stores that we're in right now, currently. And I'm working on kind of a store, like a store locator dealer list on our website. So if you were local to like the Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina area, you could find out which stores that we're currently in. And if we're not, go back to your local comic shop store and tell them to carry our book.
Now, from what I saw, you've like hit every local comic book store around. So
yeah, we did a pretty good job in Florida. We're not in 100% of stores. That's okay.
We haven't done a trip to Miami yet.
Yeah, we haven't been to Miami. We haven't been, I guess,
We
really.
haven't been to Fort Myers. We haven't been to yet.
Yeah, there's parts of it. Go ahead.
We just had our first visit to Tampa, so there's a lot of stores in Tampa.
Yeah, I think we only visited like a third of the ones that are in Tampa. So
yeah, we scratched the surface on that, but we'll be back there at some point soon.
Yeah, and it's great meeting all these different store owners. It's just there's so many different personalities. Like, I mean, most store owners are very passionate about what they sell, as they should be. So they're very welcoming.
Oh yeah, especially if there's a chance for them to make a little bit of money.
Yeah, and if I'm making the money, even better. I mean, so it's not even a hard pitch. It's nice. It's just a good conversation.
Now, my next question is, so you didn't just decide to do a comic, you decided to become a publishing company too. How did, most people think first, let me do a comic and then maybe a few issues down or so, decide, hey, you know what, I'll be a publishing company too. How did it come all together that, like, basically
Yeah.
you do it all in one?
Yeah. So the Gabe and really me are primarily the ones that wanted to open up and expand the publishing company, the comic company side, just because I have a background in business and finance and marketing, so I'm more familiar with the publishing side. And then Gabe just wanted to run. I mean, it's been his dream all his life to have a comic company. So I mean, we're trying not to rush anything because we want to make sure we can still focus mainly on the title. I mean, our Hardly Heroes, like that's our baby. So we need to make sure that picks up legs and maintains consistency for all our readers. But we've dipped our feet in the pool, so to speak. We have some local artists either in Jacksonville or like South Florida that we work with, and when we have like a little pop-up shop at our local arts market, or we go to some of these conventions, we also just promote them. So we kind of have a little mini comic shop, if you will, as the publisher. So it's not just Hardly Heroes. That way, we can still help other local creators, but then we don't have all the extra, I don't say burden is negative, but all the extra work to
responsibility.
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility as the publisher. So that way we can help them, and it's beneficial to both of us. So, and then as we grow our resources, like I brought on my buddy who lives in North Carolina, Matt, to help me with the publishing side as well. So we can start to bring on other creators and give them a full publishing deal and do all the same distribution and the print services and everything we're doing for Hardly Heroes. So that's the very long answer to your question.
Oh, no, that's because, like I said, I was just always curious because, like, you guys jump out of the gate not only with the comic book but with the publishing company. And
yeah,
it's very rare to see, but you guys seem to be doing great at it.
Oh, thank you. We're trying. I mean, but that's my vision. I want to compete with the big boys. I see a demand. I see the market. I see people like desperate for new and interesting content. So why not?
Now, are you guys gonna stick with kind of a genre, or are you gonna be open up to everything?
I like the idea of being open up to everything.
Yeah,
But I don't.
we're not going to be just a fantasy publisher. I just don't know how to answer that question for sure, because my standard is if it's something I enjoy, like if I would buy it and I'll read it, I'll publish it. So that could be anything. It could be sci-fi. It could be like a Western. It could be fantasy. So
Now, are you gonna speaking about that, are you gonna like cater to any like kids comics?
So another partner, Matt, who isn't here with us, at some point he is interested in writing a kids book, so an illustrated kids book. So that's eventually on the horizon for us. But if someone else came along and was interested in doing that, I'd be open to having a conversation.
The only reason I ask is like Trish herself, she is more, and she'll even agree to it. She's more into the kids selection than she is with the rest of the adult. She loves her Archie stuff, and not the like Twin Peaks stuff that you're seeing on TV right now, but she likes the real Archie or more kid friendly type stuff.
Okay, so not necessarily like kids as far as age goes, but like almost older cartoon strip cartoons.
Yeah, but more kid friendly, because a lot of the like fantasy or even half the Spider-Man or whatnot is not kid friendly anymore.
Right.
You got to see more kid friendly where the parents are actually willing to buy it for their children.
Right. Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm open to it. There were a couple people we were talking to. There may be something we do with them in the future. Just right now, there's scheduling conflicts. Their stuff would definitely be more open to all ages, especially kids. Our stuff is more like pretty much teen or older. So
Yeah, whether it's appropriate for kids kind of depends on the parent, I guess.
That's a good point.
Oh yeah, it is a good point. But I also look at like your brother, who was fostering a 9-year-old who was into comic books, and he didn't know what to get a 9-year-old. So we took him to our local comic book store, and he was looking at the stuff and says, "This is like adult." And we're like, "No, you have to look over in this section," which there was still Spider-Man and stuff like that, but it was more all age Spider-Man and stuff, you know.
yeah, and some of the shops we've been to, they specifically have a young readers or a kids section, and some of it will even be like, it'll still be Marvel and DC, like you're saying, and it's straight up Spider-Man for kids, or like it's the Justice League, but they're redrawn as basically kids, So,
Yeah, tiny Titans and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, I mean, that's exactly what Teen Titans started as, right? So
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because if you ever go into a local comic book store and we're there, that's where you see Trish. She's over in that section.
Nice.
Yep. No shame.
Or the Wonder Woman section.
Wonder Woman section, yeah.
One of the two. We'll see you there.
Yep.
So, nice.
Now, Kyle, what about you? Because Brian just said if he likes it, he reads it, he wants to back it. What about you? What's your feelings?
I mean, no, I feel the same way. I feel like I'm pretty open to like a wide variety of genres. The kid stuff, I haven't really put too much thought into like children's stuff. I guess that'd be something I'd think about more. But definitely open to there's fantasy, there's sci-fi, Western, but also like manga. Like I mean, we've talked to some manga people. Yeah, I mean, open, pretty wide net. I think would be my thoughts on it.
Yeah, a lot of Eastern stuff is very. I don't want to say again, it depends on the age and the parents, right? But like,
no, it's very popular. It doesn't matter. It's very popular.
I mean, I would say like, and there's different genres of like anime and manga too. So you could see like age 9 to 47. So.
And they all have big boobs.
Well, yeah.
Just saying.
Or if they're wrapped in foil, apparently, like don't show them to your kids. There's a reason they're wrapped.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, Kyle and I have talked about, him writing other stuff, not just Hardly Heroes. So.
Well, we're going to start with Kyle on this one. What besides Hardly Heroes, what do you currently read? What's on your pull list at your local comic book store?
Well, my issue, I don't have any time to read anything. I'm like between my job and writing for the comic book and going to cons and doing like comic store visits. I just don't have any time.
Okay, so if you
I know Brian buys a lot of comics, and Brian's been buying a lot of comics. We go to these stores, and I know he's got a big backlog of comics he still needs to read.
So we won't talk about how far behind Steve is.
I back a lot of Kickstarters, and they're all sitting over here like a stack of this because I do the same thing. Besides the real world job, the going to the conventions every weekend, putting on the podcast. Yeah, it's like, oh, I have time to read a comic, and then the phone rings, and
Yeah, Kyle reads some stuff I give him for research. I say, here, read this.
I've got like TV shows that I like to watch and that I haven't been able to watch that I'm falling behind. I got all sorts of stuff I'm falling behind on. Like entertainment is like not even making its way into my life right now.
Well, see, and that's going to go back. That's another reason I haven't watched the Batman, because that's 3 hours out of my time that I really don't have to actually. it would be one of those I'd have to watch like an hour a night for 3 nights.
Yeah.
Just because that's about we try to give ourselves an hour a night of just decompression time, you know, because when we get off work, it's come home, it's cook dinner, it's clean the house, and it's get right on here. Especially trying to find pictures from people who don't have pictures.
Did that hurt when he burned you?
Oh.
No, but you kind of earned those pictures.
But you see, I do all the intros and outros myself. I do all that, the videos. I make them all, you know. And now on top of it, I just applied for college. So yeah, really try to find where time's coming at.
He's gonna be missed.
You played for college, you said.
No, I applied for college. I just got accepted to SNHU.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, congratulations.
Do online classes and stuff?
Yeah, that way I can do it when, because I don't have time to go to an actual campus.
Right.
So,
plus then you have a bunch of millennials too. So
yeah, I'd end up smacking a few of them, and that's not kosher these days.
He would, because I work with them every day.
She works over by UCF, so yeah, she deals with them. Now, so Brian, what do you read? What?
Yeah,
what's on your pull list?
So because we go to so many comic shops, I mean, like Kyle said, I have a stack, multiple stacks in my room that I just put stuff on. I don't have a pull list because I know when we're hitting 15 stores in a day, like on a Saturday, if we go there once a month, I'll just pick up everything I need there. I'm sure some of them have it. The last thing I made myself sit down and start to read.
You read that Dark Souls comic, right?
Yeah, so there's one that's based off a video game series. If you guys heard of, you've heard of Elden Ring, probably.
Yeah, I played.
Oh, well, there you go. So yeah, it's basically Dark Souls. Yeah, there's one based off Dark Souls. I sat down and read that. I think I was on a trip to Atlanta. I read the Carnage, Red, White, and Blood. I picked up a lot of older Batman stuff recently. I need to go through like all the classic, like the noir stuff. So yeah, I try to fit it in, you know, every like once a week. So
no, like I said, trust me, I totally understand, because it's like, as much as I don't read it, I'm a big Punisher fan, and I really don't want to read the new series, but it's on my pull list, so I'm getting it. So I want to read it so I can hate it even more.
Yeah. Well, so that's actually funny. So I'll tell you something I have read recently is when people submit stuff to us, or if we find someone, because I'm one of 3 or 4 editors, basically, because we all have to wear multiple hats. So I've read 2 or 3 scripts recently, and I had to judge it the same way. I had to be like, is this something I would read? Is this something I would buy in a store? So so there was that. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, but you can't talk about those because they're not out yet.
No. Yeah, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you have to sign an NDA." So.
Yeah, don't want to have to do all that. That's no fun. So, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say it is weird because once you're on this side of things, like, and this goes for you, this goes for us. I talk to store owners that are like this. You just don't have as much time to be a fan, you know, because you're either spending so much time surrounded by books, or like writing them like Kyle is, or I'm bringing artists together to draw. I mean, it's weird. Like it's ironic. You lose a lot of the time to do the thing you're passionate about because you're spending so much time, you know, developing them or promoting them or whatnot. So
no, trust me. I figure one day my whole empire or our whole empire will crash, and I'll have plenty of books to go fall back on and fill my time.
Yeah, when you're, you have a successful media empire and you retire, you got all the time in the world to, read whatever you want.
Oh no, I'm saying our empire is going to crash before it becomes like hugely successful.
Nah, you'll be fine.
We're not that cool.
We're cool, but not that cool.
Yeah. Well, then we'll have to just go get real jobs, I guess. I don't know.
I have a real job. That's the
problem.
That's the problem. And everybody at my real job thinks everything I do in this world is so cool. I'm like, that's because you don't have to do it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. So
it is.
But
we lost Kyle.
Uh-oh.
See, I asked the tough questions and he left.
Like, nope. I can't talk about what I read. He reads a lot of our scripts, so to be fair, we give him revisions. So, yeah.
So, do you help pitch ideas about what the next part of like Hardly Heroes is going to be? And
yeah, it's.
Oh, look at there he is. He has a face.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So because the part of the story we're on right now is the arc 1 is like follows campaign 1. I joined the group about a year later. I mostly just help editing. So like Kyle's the primary writer, and Gabe, Matt, and I help edit. So I mean, my contributions are yes and no, but I mean, that's mostly Kyle.
So as the editor, you sit there and say, I think that smock needs to be a little more tan, not so much brown.
Yeah, and by me, that's really Matt. His job. he's gonna watch this and be like, "You motherfucker." His strength is he's very picky. He's the pickiest one out of us, so that's good. I like to, I don't know. I'll like.
You need to have someone that's gonna catch the details,
Right.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's cool because since I wasn't in the group, a lot of this is me reading the story like really fleshed out for the first time, so I can kind of come in as a fresh set of eyes, almost a normal reader. And so there's like some dialogue we'll touch up, or some art pieces. Like we were finishing up issue 4, and there's a couple things where I was just like, oh well, I'll tell you about it later, Kyle. But it's just like it's like continuity stuff. It's like help if I have to help Kyle do a redraft or something. It's so typical editor.
So basically, what you're saying is Kyle fucks up a lot, and you got to go in and fix it.
No, actually, not really. I give him a lot of credit.
I saw that smile, Kyle. I was like, yeah, we'll talk about this after the show.
Meet me out back. Can't wait to see you.
Surprisingly, I don't get a lot of editing comments. We tend to spend a lot more time editing like art and stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of time on art. So.
Now, which out of the whole group, because you said it's you, Matt, Gabe, or you two, Matt and Gabe. So, which one out of that is your artist, or do you hire a separate artist to do this?
So we commission all our artists. So that's So one of the hats I wear is coordinating them all together, directing them to do whatever it is we need, whether it's a variant cover or pencils, inks, colors, letters. So that's where a lot of the revisions come in, because it's not like we can just meet up. They're all. I mean, all of our main artists are all over the world, so there is a difficulty there. Like, there's a little bit of a language barrier. Luckily, there's not much, but like, we can't just meet on a Monday night, and I can't just be like, hey, change this, it looks you screwed up, or this looks great, like do this more. So that's where there's a lot of back and forth there.
Yeah, and then that, the timeline drags out a little bit because you say something, you wait for them to see it and respond, and then it takes a little bit longer than if you're at a table doing it, and you can be like, oh, like this, no, like that, and then so it stretches the time out a little bit, and the
time difference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, time. Yeah, that's actually a good point too, because like they could send us something right before they go to bed, and for us it could be like noon, and then when we send a feedback or something, and then we don't hear about it until like 3 a.m. or something when no one besides Brian is awake.
I don't sleep anymore. I sleep just on coffee and
No, when we were at Suncoast, Brian just hadn't even slept. He just drove the entire way. Just...
Yeah, but if I remember at Suncoast, you were the one at the table and he was never around. So I think I tell you, he was either out in the car sleeping or underneath somebody's table sleeping.
He was just hustling, going around to other booths and introducing himself, and
that's how I stay awake.
It's also hard to fall asleep when you're walking, so that's probably something to do it.
Hey, okay, you're talking to two people who like walk and sleep constantly at the conventions, because we might hit three conventions in one weekend. So yeah,
you're like the dolphin. You just shut off half your brain and walk down the aisles.
My brain's always shut off 3/4 of the way.
Hey, I will tell you, there's been a couple times where we'll go out and grab something to eat from the car, because we bring our own food. It's cheaper that way. Con food is very expensive. And speaking of which, if you guys are going to MegaCon, bring your own food. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Bring your own snacks and everything to get through, because you do not want to pay $10 for an itty bitty bowl of mac and cheese.
Oh,
or a hot dog.
Oh.
Or a hot dog.
We like hemorrhaging money, so we probably won't.
You're gonna be with Kyle. Talk him into it. Hey, look, I'll sign this book for you. Buy me a hot dog.
Yeah. Actually, it works out pretty well, because since Kyle did one of our variant covers for one, I'm just be like, hey, Kyle, sign these books. You're on the clock, man. You're the artist. Get to work.
Yeah, it's nice when we can do a signing with the artist at the table.
Yeah.
We don't get to do that very often.
Yeah, this is really we did
Sobol.
Yeah, we did some in-store signings with the cover artist, but this would be like the first convention. I didn't even think about that. So.
Ooh, look, you're high and mighty, and you didn't even know it.
Yeah, we unlocked an achievement.
Yes, there you go.
Guest artist at your booth.
Guess what? It's only a bronze trophy because it's very common.
Yeah.
Oh, that was low.
No,
it's a white border. It's not right.
I mean, if I'm on the PlayStation, I'm going to see Brian just completed signing at convention. It's going to say common down there.
Yeah.
Now it's going to say meeting his idol, and that'll be platinum.
Yeah. Hours played.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see. I mean,
sorry, I'm a big PlayStation person, so yeah.
Oh, very good. I mean, Frank Miller is a pretty big guy in the industry. I'm kind of stoked to meet that guy.
Are you going to get a chance to go meet him?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I specifically went out and bought some original printing of Dark Knight Returns.
Well, I was saying, did you already get your tickets to meet him?
Oh, like the I didn't get
you basically got to have tickets to meet him.
Oh, like you can't just go to a normal booth and pay whatever. You have to get like the advanced super ultra Batman ticket.
Yeah.
Wow. Shit. Okay. Maybe I won't.
You're resourceful. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out, Brian.
Yeah. Kyle will do that.
You might be able to slide in there somewhere, but yeah.
Just avoid the yellow shirts.
Yeah, avoid the yellow shirts. That's the MegaCon handlers.
Those are the okay. There's like his bouncers.
He's walking somewhere. You just drop a bunch of comics in front of him, and he'll help pick you up. He'll help pick him up, so then you can meet him like that.
Right there, you go.
And I'll just hand
That's
him
how
a
you
pen.
do it.
Be like, here, help me.
We've
pick
got
these
a
up.
whole car ride to hatch a plan. We make this happen.
Well, here, what you do is I got your plan for you. You find one of the yellow shirts, okay? You bribe them to get their shirt. Then you go up there like you're his handler.
Or like, sir, I need you to just do this the whole
Oh
time.
yeah, and then you
No,
be like,
no,
you tag
I-
out the other handler.
Yeah, you tag out the other, because I'm going to tell you, and this is my favorite story, because my daughter worked with MegaCon for like 8 years, okay?
Okay.
And one night we were sitting here at dinner after MegaCon, and I was asking her, what did she do during the day? Because she was always in Artist Alley. And she's like, yeah, I was talking to some guy. And I'm like, well, which guy? And I'm thinking I'm eating like spaghetti, I'm going. She's like, I don't know. He made some book, The Dark Knight. And Fork, like literally right here. I'm like, Frank Miller? Yeah, that's him. I said, you got to talk with Frank Miller. I said, what did you guys talk about? Oh, about me going to college and this and that. And I'm like, do you realize people are paying $500 to meet this man? And you sitting there talking about college and stuff like that.
But that's what they want, because they have like people come to them all the time and say like, well, I'm your biggest fan, blah blah blah. Like no one's ever like, hey, how's the weather outside?
What
Right?
kind of coffee do you drink?
And my daughter's watching the show because she's like, I'm never living this story down.
They got
No,
the singing
Hey, she has met some cool people throughout her time there. This is the first year in 8 years that she's not working there because she wants to be able to go enjoy it herself.
The other one she won't ever live down is yelling at Stan Lee.
Oh, getting mad at Stan Lee, yeah. Because she was, I think she was being the handler for like Greg Capullo. And Stan Lee got away from his handlers and went over there on his little scooter, and the whole crowd went crazy. And she was having to try to calm everybody down, and because Stan Lee is a riot when he gets away from his handlers.
Yeah,
or was.
That's what I heard.
I say it, but yeah.
Right. So so she was either working there or volunteering. She was in that position.
Yeah, no,
That's why we know all the secrets.
Yeah, when she first started working there, it was volunteer.
Okay.
So they would have you work for a few hours, and then as your payment, you got to do the whole, MegaCon thing. And then they changed it over to where it was a paid job, and you actually hello. Hi Kyle, how you doing?
I don't think
What's going on?
Climbing up the wall.
You're
Oh.
sideways.
You're 90 degrees here. There you go.
No, there we go.
One of these things is not the same as the other.
I can leave it like that if you want.
It looks like you're just headbutting.
But as I was saying, and then they changed it to a paid job, and they didn't get any time to actually enjoy the show. So, but she always, where everybody else always fought to be with the actors and stuff, she's grown up in this world with all the artists and everything. So she stayed in Artist Alley, where she's known and loved. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably more interesting. I mean, they're artists. They're involved. They're not just playing. They're not adult pretenders.
Exactly.
Yep.
And this is her saying Stan Lee was supposed to take a nap and he escaped.
Yeah.
And for those of you who didn't realize, Stan Lee actually had a bed behind the curtains. He actually, when you would see him disappear for a little while, he actually had a bed that he would go in and nap in behind the curtains.
We need that.
Yeah, right. Just put it behind the giant banner. We just need something to enclose the banner. That's
We need like a full. We didn't have like a cot. We need like a futon back there.
I'm like jealous of all the kids that joined because they're napping under the table.
Yeah,
I'm like, scoot over, I'll join you.
I've seen it. there are these people that were a vendor at one of the conventions we were at recently. They had a little girl, and they just had like a little whatever set up under the table.
Yeah, the tablecloth goes all the way down to the floor in the front, and you cannot see the kids sleeping underneath.
Yeah, you never know unless you're like, walking around. So, yeah, interesting.
Now, Kyle, I'm gonna go back to the comic book world and not MegaCon world. How long does it usually take you to do a script for a book?
I mean, it depends. If you're on a roll, I tend to like write in batches. So if you're on a roll and you can just like knock it out. If nothing's stalling you, you're not getting stuck on anything. You can knock it out.
Sorry, guys. He's gonna have those bad jokes.
Probably like 10 hours for a script.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Sounds about right. Yeah, over the course of
a
couple weeks.
I do see him taking the dice. Okay, gonna roll. Okay, we do win on this round. Let's roll again. Oh hell, sorry, Brian, you died this time around.
You are kind of like
that'll be our next project. We'll have a randomly generated story.
That would be cool.
That'd be like the South Park episode for Family Guy.
With the manatees or seals or something that we're doing the stories. Yeah, we'll just have a lot of D100 tables for like everything.
Yeah,
it'll be chaos.
That would be a fun like I don't know, like a stream.
Like kind of like choose your own adventure.
Yeah, exactly. And just have
Twitch writes a comic book.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, you could have like chat. You could have like chat roll or whatever, or super chats roll, right? And so you get like the main story beats and character traits, and then you like flesh it out. And the next week you're like, here's the story that you guys made.
There's some like AI sites you can go to that you'll like write on a website and it like tries to like use AI to like finish it for you.
Oh, see, that's cool.
Well, see, I'm going to tell you guys now. When you produce this little like thing, we get at least credit formed on O.C.D. drinking with O.C.D.
Yeah, perfect.
By the way, if anybody steals it, we'll come for you.
Okay. Perfect. See, I have all kinds of weird ideas like this. That's why.
But that's an awesome idea.
But it is.
I had to start a publishing company. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. I don't know. Well, not literally by myself, but.
Now, do you guys, besides Hardly Heroes, do you guys have another book in mind that you guys are thinking about putting together?
Sort of. We're kind of mulling around ideas, and we're seeing who has the time to write outlines. That's right. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we come up with ideas all the time. It just, to what extent do we like stop doing the other things that we're doing and like start doing the new idea things?
Well, we got a special person joining us, Kyle Willis, saying, "Wow." He wants to know what's up, party people.
Are you on right now, Kyle? Are you at the table?
No, it's 9:03. He's already at Miller's Ale House having a few drinks.
Yeah, they're back at
our viewership went up a little bit now that MegaCon's over.
Yep, I'm seeing that.
There you go.
MegaCon in full effect.
Oh, nice.
He just got back to the condo.
Condo party at Kyle's house, or the rental, the Airbnb.
No drinks tonight, Kyle? Oh, man. Okay, he's going to be drinking at the table tomorrow. Just wait.
Yeah.
Careful what you wish
for. You need somebody to watch the table.
Yeah, he's going to be sleeping under the table after a few drinks.
Kyle, we're gonna put a bed behind the big gaudy Shattermare display, so we can all take naps.
I'll drink what anyone puts in front of me. That didn't sound good.
All right, Kyle, bring the samples.
Have you seen my car?
Yeah, bring the samples tomorrow.
I want Kyle's car to come stop by my every Thursday night except for the last Thursday of the month. You're welcome any Thursday night over here. You're welcome any night of the week over here. If
that's how we sell some of these books. Yeah, you just get the store owners a little loose. They'll sell whatever you want them to sell.
Kyle says that thing won't fit, so you can leave it in the car. I think he's talking about Shattermare thing.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll bring the small little pull-up banner, guys.
Yeah, we got little ones.
Yeah.
They have a way around their
That's
objections.
what she said. But
Yeah.
we won't put that in the comic.
I mean, I'm still gonna pack it. We'll see. I don't know.
Welcome to my life.
I haven't drank enough for these. You're setting me up for all of them, man.
I may or may not have been day drinking at like my day job event earlier. So.
Oh no.
Man, how awesome must this be to get paid to drink?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty sweet, but I'm really bad at golf, so it's like.
Yes, but being drunk makes golf more tolerable.
That's true. Yeah. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even have gone there. So
Okay,
yeah.
so Kyle says bring the little ones, and what time you showing up tomorrow?
So I'm gonna be there before it even opens, like 9:30, 9:45. Kyle, you're gonna be there what, like
Evening time.
evening? Gabe's gonna be there. Maybe
I
2 or
don't
3.
know.
Yeah.
You'd have to talk to Gabe.
Yeah. I'll call him.
What time does it open tomorrow? 10?
I think 10.
What time does it close?
Oh,
Doors
they have
open at 9:30.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll be there at 9 then. See, I'm just winging it. What time does the Better Hall close? Like,
Yeah.
7, right?
I think tomorrow it's like 7. Is it 6 or 7 that the floor closes tomorrow?
I think it's 7 because today was 9, which was like ridiculous.
And he wants to know, do you want to come to the condo and get your badges?
I'd say just bring them with you, and then as long as you have
Well,
your
then
phone.
you'd have to pay to get in.
Yeah, well, I'll just try to call you, Kyle, because I mean I don't want to, if I miss coming to the condo and hold you up. I love having this conversation through Super.
I know. Hey,
Who
at
knew?
least I'm getting comments. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kyle, for hijacking the show.
It closes at 7 tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just give you a call when I'm close because I'm gonna go straight to the convention. So.
Now I'm going to ask Kyle, how's the parking situation, Carl?
Carl?
Kyle.
Don't go.
No, don't go. I'm asking you a question, Kyle. How's the parking situation this year? Because I'm actually picking up flyers for next year's Olo there. I don't want to have to carry them for an hour waiting for a bus to come take me. Parking lot was strange. Okay.
So, oh man.
And by the way, Kyle, if we didn't mess with you, you'd think we hated you. So stop it.
Well, knowing Kyle's going to be at MegaCon, I might go up to his store this weekend just to say I was there again. He wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah.
But Kyle, I'm going to be back up Jacksonville way in June. So I'll see if you're going to actually be at the store this time around when we're up there. Instead of telling me you're there and then running away. When I tell you you're running away.
He's like, oh, shit. They're actually coming? I gotta get the hell out of here.
Beth would boast about an O.C.D. visit in my absence. Nah, I can't. Like I said, we actually have to be.
Yeah, what are you guys doing this weekend?
Okay, and I think it's. I'll be actually that weekend. I'll be in Atlanta, I think it's the weekend after that we're going to be up in Jacksonville. So, yeah, see, we get around too, guys. So, as you see.
I was just thinking that when he said that, how feasible it would be to do a convention in New York. We do know some people up there now.
Well, you'll know one person that weekend at least.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'll just follow Kyle.
Yeah. You better get that tour RV ready.
Yeah,
You got the tour bus ready?
Finance a camper or a tour bus. Yeah, it's really weird. Like buses or RVs are really expensive.
Oh, we know.
We know.
Yeah.
But
Like
see, I see Kyle having like the Scooby van back behind his house somewhere.
Right?
Pull out the Scooby van for a trip to New York.
Like zoinks, dude.
Okay, guys, we are coming up on our hour. And of course, like Trish said, now that MegaCon's over, people are actually coming in and starting to watch.
Yeah, after party.
Exactly. You know.
Well, they know where to find us tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, he's getting flow now. He's special. Look at that.
Ooh.
People actually give a shit about having Kyle at their convention.
Now, Kyle,
I get it.
is it first class or is it economy coach? It all depends. Okay, while we're waiting for Kyle to answer, tell everybody where they can see you. They don't know about Florida, man.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, tell everybody where they can see you, how to get hold of you and meet you and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, sure. So this weekend specifically, if you're in Orlando, we're going to be splitting a table with our buddy Kyle Willis. It's going to be AA Artist Alley, I guess, 312. So, oh yeah, there you go. If you would like to check out the book, you can buy it directly from us. If you're not in Florida, Shattermarecomics.com. Just go to the shop, and we've got Hardly Heroes 1 through 3. We've also got like a pull list subscription on the website and our Patreon. So if you wanted to subscribe to the book and get a copy straight to your door every month, you can do that. In the Patreon, we've got the digital copy available as well, where we upload basically 8 black and white pages a week up to the full release of the book. Yeah, or if you're in Florida, some parts of Georgia, like Savannah and Atlanta, or outside the Raleigh area right now in North Carolina, you can find us in some shops all over the place there.
Now, after MegaCon, next convention you'll be at?
Is Heroes the next one, or do we have something before that?
We have. That's a good question. Yeah, the one that comes to my mind first is Heroes Con, which is the one in Charlotte. I hear that one's like the biggest comics convention left.
It is one of the few that are still great to go to.
Nice. So yeah, we've got some signings at some shops.
Yeah, I think it is Heroes in the next one we got scheduled.
Yeah, so we've got some smaller events, and then we've got Heroes Con up in Charlotte.
After these guys go, it's going to be called Hardly Heroes Con.
Oh,
no,
that's a good one.
Their book,
that's a good one.
Yeah, I know that is a good one.
Okay, now before I go into my spiel, there was one more question I was going to ask, and I forgot to ask because we got into it with Kyle. Let me do. First of all, with Kyle, anyone who buys the Kyle Wills cover of Hardly Heroes can get it signed for free extra $.
That's right.
So,
I forgot to mention that. Well, we mentioned
the Kite Wills cover. Is that what he said?
For free extra $.
Yeah, for free extra $.
Yeah, a little typo there.
No, that's Kyle talk.
Oh, okay.
Saying that he'll sign it for free.
No, his misspelling of his name.
Oh, Kike Willis. Okay. I didn't catch that. Okay.
I might just start calling him Kike.
Chat's gonna moderate you, Kyle. Watch out.
Hell,
StreamYard
it
is gonna
doesn't
move
matter.
you.
It's after 9.
Yeah, it's after 9. We don't care. And Kyle says, "Oh snap!" He just caught it too.
Anyways, yeah.
So Kyle just caught it.
Kyle will sign his cover of the book for exactly $0 extra. So you can pick up a copy of Heart of the Heroes and get it signed by the artist and the writer.
Yeah, both the Kyles.
Right here. There he is.
He had a debit card once due with that typo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got something once that misspelled my last name as Kill instead of Hill.
That's
Kyle Kill.
That's pretty cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it
I'd be
is.
willing to change my name for that.
That's awesome.
Or Kill, Kyle.
That could be my that'll be my pen name.
Yep.
And Kyle says, "Nice with that." Steven says, "Hello, Steven."
Hello.
What I was going to ask is, how did you guys all meet? Because you Brian, you said you came into the group later on. So how did you guys all come together?
So I met all the guys in this group. Actually, it's funny because we have 2 or 3 different social circles in Jacksonville. We kind of rotate in. But I met the guy. I won't go into too much detail, but I met the guys through a friend who used to work at the company I contract out for. And so I came to show up to play D&D one night because I wanted a group and they were starting their fresh campaign. So yeah, it's pretty much how.
Yeah, that's how Brian got tied in. Everyone else in the group kind of met through well, they met through different ways, but they kind of grew up together. I didn't grow up in Jacksonville. I mean, I was in a military family, so I moved around, but I met a lot of people in the group. My current girlfriend, the guy she was dating at the time, was in a band with Wilson, who was our original DM. And Wilson was childhood friends with Gabe, Josh, which is our current DM. And so so I met them through that connection. And then, later, we met John, which is another guy in the group. And then Brian's the most recent person to join, and we met him because he was, as he said, he worked with someone else that was in the group.
That's cool. So I was waiting for we all ended up in jail one drunken night, and that's where we met.
That'd be a better story, but
We're to start telling people that.
Yeah, we were just all hanging out in the jail cell, rolling dice.
Well,
They think we're playing. We're gambling, but no, we're just playing D&D in the jail cell.
But first you also got to put Waffle House in that story somewhere. It all started at the Waffle House and ended in jail.
The Waffle House in Florida.
Yeah, in Florida.
Oh yeah.
And, if it happened in Florida, it happened at the Waffle House. Okay.
I have a question for you guys. This is going to be kind of random. Have you ever been to the Waffle House in downtown Atlanta by the CNN building, by that park with the Ferris wheel? You know what I'm talking about?
That is a no.
No, we have not.
So
is that the OG Waffle House or something? Or
I don't know, but it's hands down the cleanest Waffle House I've ever been to. And they have
I didn't know there was a clean Waffle House anywhere.
That's a low bar.
I know. That's why I ask people. I have to ask them because I was there. I'd go there every time I'd go to Dragon Con, and I'm just like, this is spectacularly clean for the middle of Atlanta, in the middle of a convention where there's 80,000 people. So,
that's crazy.
Anyways, that's my Waffle House story.
It was a good one.
Thank you.
But he didn't end up in jail.
No,
he was
true.
in Georgia,
Right.
so okay. That happens in Florida.
I went to
especially Jacksonville Waffle Houses. I hear a lot of stories about Jacksonville Waffle Houses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've seen like pimps walk in with their ladies in Waffle House. I've seen that. I've seen all sorts of weird stuff at Waffle House.
You can feed a whole family.
Yeah.
For $2.
For all your garden tools is what the kids say nowadays.
And what's cool about the Waffle House, at least here, the ones here in Florida, when the fight breaks out between the cook and the patrons, you can go cook your own food.
That's
don't
right.
care. They
That's
just
right.
It's hot back there. Yeah. See, Steven knows about. He's been to that Waffle House. He knows what's
Yep,
up.
I was gonna get there. He's been to that Waffle during Dragon Con.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, I wanted to get where you guys have all come together, especially since, like I said, you mentioned a few times that you came late to the party. So, but we hear that a lot about Brian because Kyle texted me all this kind of stuff this past week. Oh man,
Yeah.
see, look at the eyebrow says it all. Like, I told you not to say anything, damn it.
I got to catch up on sleep where I can. 5 minutes. That's how you win. That's how you win.
Key to success right there.
Yeah.
I have to say, Brian at least accepted my friend request. Kyle didn't, so
Oh snap.
Well, that says something.
I know.
Not on
Brian has
Facebook.
a-
That's what it says. I also didn't see
Brian-
the picture on
Brian has
Instagram of
no
me sleeping, so
Yeah,
which
we're
I had
not-
to go. I had to go check out, and I saw it. So,
Well, like I said,
that was very sneaky of you.
The difference, Kyle, is Brian has lower standards. So you have higher standards. That's why you did not accept my friend request. I'm good with that.
I'm a cheap date. What can I say?
I did see those 3 pictures you had up there. Okay, so
Well, see, that's all you ever need to know. I was on Facebook. Those were like the glory days, a couple of relationships, and then I left. That's my whole Facebook career.
well, I am going to tell you guys on your Shattermare, at least on the Facebook, I need more pictures there too.
Okay.
Noted.
You guys don't got a lot on that either.
I know.
So
Yeah, I
just-
tried.
Well, I tried to order a horse head mask that had like a blue, like the blue mane and everything, but I guess they couldn't figure it out. They canceled it and refunded me my money. So I'll get back to working on that.
Yeah.
It would have been dope. So
Once I get some hot cosplay models to like cosplay as our characters, you'll see a lot of Instagram photos there, I'm sure.
I was thinking about hot cosplay models wearing blue horse heads.
that's anything's possible.
It would definitely turn heads.
It would get attention,
Yeah, there you go. I feel like Vegas for comic books.
and it would be MegaCon. I wouldn't
Right?
expect any less from
It
MegaCon.
wouldn't be less weird, yeah. Is that it? Like, could you say that's even the weirdest thing you've seen? At a
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Not
Not at all.
So,
We've watched people who are dressed one way get into MegaCon, go to the bathroom, and come out basically painted naked with like maybe a little fig leaf over something, and then watch them get kicked out.
well, yeah, there you go.
They thought they were gonna pull one over, huh?
That's pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
Oh yeah.
Like, where they stash everything?
In
Well,
the
there's
bathroom.
not much, so you could just stick it in your pocket.
Well, no, like they come in with the backpack or whatever, and they just put the clothes in there, and there you go. We've watched some cosplayers who get downright nasty when they don't win cosplay contests, and
Oh,
basically
yeah.
all they did was paint themselves green and put leaves over themselves in 3 areas and call themselves Poison Ivy.
Well, see, she's in the wrong industry. She needs to start a Twitch channel. That's or only.
Yeah.
That's where the money's at. Stop trying to win local cosplay contests.
Let's see, Kelsey's like naked purple man with a thong and nipple tassels.
Oh wow.
So see, models with horse heads, that's nothing.
Yeah, they'll have clothes on. I mean, we're not assholes. I don't know.
And then Steve said he saw a lot of paint over the boobs at Earth Day birthday.
Yep, sounds right.
Yeah, well, that's the hippie fest. So
Oh my god.
I mean,
okay, guys, because we're running past an hour, and I see Kyle is like starting to get his trademark sleeping. So for us, you'll catch us at MegaCon Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be putting out the flyers. We're picking up the flyers for OLO, 3rd year OLO while we're there, and we'll be passing them out to people at the show. You'll see them on a lot of the artist tables and vendor tables throughout MegaCon. So keep a lookout for them. And after that, we don't have a show next week because next Thursday we're packing to go up to South Carolina to go have a fun weekend. And I hope everybody has a great, safe Memorial weekend that weekend also.
Yep.
Anything else? Steven wants to go to Waffle House now.
Just went around the corner.
There's actually literally one like a block away from our house.
Never been there.
Never been there, but we could walk over there if we wanted.
You haven't been hungover enough.
Right?
Or up late enough.
I have to say, we don't see a lot of cops at this one, so that's kind of a good thing.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Any other last minute things you guys would like to say?
No, I'll just say this is awesome. Thanks for having us on. And yeah, if you're at MegaCon this weekend, come see us all. I think we'll all be there. So come hang out.
AA3 what?
12.
312. 312.
312. AA312.
And then you
Not like you can ever find your way. Okay. Have you guys been to MegaCon before?
No.
You're never gonna find your table.
I'm going to be honest. They always give out, oh, I'm at this booth. Yeah, you're going to have to walk up and down till you find it because you can never figure out how they have that stuff labeled.
Tell Kyle to stand on the table and twerk a little bit, and then you might find him.
So I'm going to say you guys are in booth AA312. So
somewhere in the artist alley.
Go over to Artist Alley. Not only check out these guys, check out all the local artists that are out there and support them. These guys are one of a few different local publishers that are going to be out there. Check them all out. Support these guys. These guys have put in the legwork. And when I ran into them at Space Coast, because of Kyle, I wanted to meet these guys really badly, and I finally got to I got to meet Kyle at Suncoast, but I got to meet both of them really and talk with them at Brick City. But they're great people, so I'm telling you guys, come out, meet them, but also support local, support indie. That's the biggest thing. I know you're going to be at MegaCon. You're going to be tempted to go meet all these stars, but support the local guys, man. That's what MegaCon was about back in the day. Was about supporting all the local people and promoting them, and that's what we do.
Yep.
So that's one of our big things. We will be out there. We probably will not be doing a live walkthrough like we do for other conventions, but we will be out there taking selfies with people. So we'll do a selfie with these guys. Maybe have Kyle Willis photobomb it like he usually does.
We'll do a sandwich. He doesn't need to photobomb it. We can just
See, there you go. Okay, guys. Brian, Kyle, hang out after we do the outro, and we'll say our goodbyes off the air. And until 2 weeks from now, guys, we will see you later.
Bye.
Drinking tonight, we're gonna go drinking.